Josh Blumenthal here for another episode of Instigator of Change. So let's just ask ourselves the question we've all asked ourselves before. Or if you haven't asked yourself the question, you're bound to at some point. Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing with myself? You want the answer? Well, I don't know. But what I do know is that if you want to be doing something different with your life, just do it. That's why that Nike slogan works so well. It's so direct. But to do what you want to do something different in your life, often requires an incredible amount of belief in yourself. But it also requires something more than just belief in yourself. It requires the ability to overcome an incredible amount of fear. The fear of losing what you have. Every time we do something, we tend to give something else up. You sleep in, you don't get to have as much of your day. But if you wake up early, maybe you don't get to sleep as much at night. If you go out in the evening, maybe you don't get to clean your room. I mean, there's so many different things that when we do one thing, we tend to give up something else. But the reason we so often don't go after the things that really matter to us, the big things, the life-changing things, the huge adventures, sometimes it's because we don't believe in ourselves. But more often than not, it's because we're scared. We're scared of losing what we have. Maybe it means walking away from a job that gives you financial stability. Maybe it means leaving a relationship that you've really learned to appreciate. We come to rely on these things that we have in our lives, and we fear what we would do without them. But I think to get over that fear requires two steps. The first step is to think about what you would do if you lost what you had. Now, for many of us, if we lost what we had, that might be the influence that we needed to go after that something different that we wanted. But that second step is thinking about how you would handle yourself if you went after that something different, if you went after that dream and you failed. If you didn't get what you went after, how would you handle yourself? It's easy to think about what you would do if you got what you wanted. But to be able to think about how you would handle yourself not getting what you want, that's how you let go of the fear that grips your life. You realize that you'll be okay no matter what happens in your life. Too often, we don't take steps. We have to have change forced upon us. We have to be fired before we'll walk away from a job that we hate. We have to have someone break up with us before we'll leave a relationship in which we're arguing day after day after day. We wait for change to be thrust upon us because we're so scared of making the wrong decisions. But when you realize that there are so few wrong decisions in this world, and you think about how you would handle yourself both in good times and in bad, you no longer believe in what could go wrong. You suddenly start believing in yourself. Much love.